G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. I am going to do my giant dragon again today, but I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to kind of do a bit of a holographic dragon. Now this was the last one I did, if you remember her. Fleur. The floral dragon. So that was her, and she's got the little nightlight in her as well, which you probably can't really see in the daylight, but that's it under there. So beautiful. So I'm going to use her as a template, and I'll show you that in a minute. But what I thought I would do is, oops, my light's still on. Turn that off. There we go. What I thought I would do is use this holographic vinyl. Now I've used this before. Oh gosh. A couple of years ago, I think, in some pendants. So I bought a pack, and it comes with lots of different colors. And the one on top is the one I'm thinking of using. I don't know if you can see the difference. It's sort of a pinky, yellowy tone. This is my second choice. Sort of bluey purple. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use. Holographic vinyl it is. So I'm going to take the one I want and put it there, and I'll put these ones away. So this is going to be like probably a 3-step. The first thing I'm going to do is pour resin into my dragon, and that's it there. I've got 700 grams. It is the, let's see if I can hold them both at the same time. It is the Let's Resin Deep Pour. Okay, so it's a 2-to-1, so 2 parts of A to 1 part of B. So I did 500 grams of A. I'm just going to clean off my hands here because I've been touching the bottles, are a bit sticky. 500 grams of A and 215 grams of B. So that's going to be the first step. And then I did put it in my vacuum chamber just to get it crystal clear, but it probably doesn't need it if you just let it sit. It takes about 2 days to cure. It's pretty cold here in Queensland, Australia at the moment. It's winter, so probably take 2 days to cure. If you're in a warmer climate, it might only take a day, day and a half, depending on, you know, where you are, I guess. Now, I just want to make sure that I get the resin into the horns. I'm going to just squeeze the sides here a little bit. You probably can't see, but I'm just sort of massaging underneath. I just want to make sure that some air bubbles coming up. I just want to make sure that I'm getting those horns. The other thing you can do is get one of these little, something like this, a little micro brush, and just sort of poke in to all those little areas that you think may catch a little bubble. I think that's the horn there. Whoops, I've lost it. I've lost the tip. Okay, there's a big bubble coming out there, so that's the horn in there and there. Oops, I've lost my tip. There it is. I don't really want to touch the resin. Okay, there we go. So anyway, that's I've got those bubbles out there. And then the other thing I want to do, just while I've got this, and I've got a little bit of resin in there, I'm just going to run through with my little micro brush here, just along the spine, and just make sure I'm not going to sort of catch any bubbles in the spine. I think those are the only really areas that the resin may sort of get trapped and want to catch a little bubble, is the horns and these little spikes along the brush there, along the back. When I dust these with mica powder, they tend not to sort of, the bubbles don't sort of stick to the silicone, but because I'm not dusting them with the mica powder this time, I'm just going to run that down and just make sure there's no bubbles caught in that. I'll move it off. And the other thing you can do is also give it a bit of a tap like that. But you just put a little bit of resin in first if you've got this mold. you can just tap it like that as well. It's just to get those bubbles to release. So I'm going to move that there because I want to put my paper, my vinyl here on this side. So now that that's done, we'll just continue. Let's get those few little bubbles that have come up. Continue. Now, speaking of buying the dragon, you guys know I've got a US Amazon store called Pouring Your Heart Out. Now, the store is full. I didn't know that there was a limit to the amount of stock that you can put in these Amazon stores. So when I brought my dragon out, my big dragon, they said, no, sorry, you can't add any more stock. You need to sell what you've got first. Oh my gosh, okay. So that was under Pouring Your Heart Out. So I have opened another one, US, under Julie Cuts, just my name, okay? And so that's where this dragon is going to be. So if you look at my Amazon store and it's not there, that's why. But I will link my personal store for you. And that's where you can get the dragon. And it's also, I've discounted it. It's $10 off at the moment. So, yay, grab yourself one of those. But yeah, a lot of people are getting confused by, it not being in my Amazon store. So that's why. So what I want to do here, I hope I've got enough. I don't want to fill it all the way because I want to add my vinyl and then I'm going to top it with some white. So that's the 3 steps. The clear resin, the vinyl, and then the white background. So I thought that 700 grams hopefully will be enough just to give me a covering over everything. And then once that's had a chance to cure, I'll come back tomorrow. Once it's had a chance to sort of cure and be a little bit tacky. It doesn't have to be totally cure. I just want it to be a bit tacky so that my vinyl doesn't sink. Oh, look at that. That's pretty perfect, you guys. That's pretty perfect. Wow. I just have to get this into all these little nooks and crannies. So I might use this thing that's already covered in resin. Just to push it into the toes there. Make sure we've got it into all the little areas. So that was 700 grams. Well, actually 715 to be exact. Because 500 and 215. And I only do that because I'm weighing it and A is heavier than B. Obviously, if you're not weighing yours, you can just get away with 500 and 250 mil. A couple of little bubbles in there. All right, so that's what I'm going to do with that one. We'll just leave that for a minute. All right, so that's done. I've cleaned off my gloves with some isopropyl and we are good to go. So because I want the holographic, well, I don't know if it's holographic or not. It's just a shimmer. I want it down that way. I'm going to put it down this way on this as well. And then obviously I'm going to turn it like that. Hopefully it just fits, which is great. Just fits. Now I am going to get my marker and like it's going to be a little bit fiddly, I guess, but I'm just going to, hopefully this is going to mark on here. I'm going to go around, all the way around with my marker. I guess if you were filling your mold right up to the top, you could just place that over the top and let it adhere and then cut around it later with a knife. But because I'm going to put it into the resin and then coat it with white, just so that we get like a prettier effect, I need to do it this way. But you really do need to have a dragon first as a template. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to do this and I won't bore you with me making you watch the whole thing, but basically I'm just going to follow it around like that. Whee! All the way around. And then I'll come back to you after I finished. I'm using a little fine fine point so that I'm not making a too thick line. So I will come back to you in a minute. All right, there were some areas I couldn't get my pen in all the way, like in there, because it's too wide here. So we'll take her away. There we go. And there's my little copy of what I've got. It's not too bad. Not too bad. There's only a couple of areas that I sort of need to fill in. Anyway, the next thing I'm going to do is, oops, I'm going to cut, I don't know what's wrong with my pen now. That was on there. Oh, that's right, I've taken the whole lid off. Oh gosh, I'm a dill today. All right, scissors. So I'm going to cut out, but I want it obviously smaller than what I've got. So I'm going to cut on the inside of the line here, and hopefully it will fit, but I'm not going to put it in yet because I don't want it to sink. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to roughly cut around here just so that it's a little bit more easy to handle. And you could keep all your little offcuts. You might be able to use them in a smaller piece for something. Just going to do this, and then I will go and so we'll keep all of these in your little offcut box or bag. All right, now I'm gonna start, but I'm gonna go and sit down at my desk with my light on, and I'm going to take my time and cut on the inside of this line all the way around. Okay, that's what I'm going to do, just because it's going to be easier for me to do it at my desk than trying to do it here over my workbench. So that's what I'm going to do. And then next you'll see of me, I might get a smaller pair of scissors too. Next you'll see of me is tomorrow when it's time to put this on. Oh, look, it's smudging a little bit. I'll have to be careful. I can wipe that off though. I can wipe it off. All right, see you tomorrow. All right, it's the next day. It's been 24 hours. And this is my dragon cutout. Now, I'm not expecting it to fit totally because, you know, where I drew around the outside, the width of the pen made everything come out a little bit more, and I did cut on the inside of the black line and a little bit more, but I still think that, yeah, I think I'd be very lucky for it to fit everywhere perfectly. So the thing is, now, because like it's touch dry, it makes a little dent. That's not sticking to me, but it's touch dry. So what I need to do is I need to put it down, and because it's still wet, or, you know, tacky, I'm just trying to get that little thing off there. I'm only going to have one chance at putting this down. So if there's some areas that are too big, what I'll do is I will wait until the resin has cured, and I will just cut it off with a blade. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. Oh my gosh, this is nerve-wracking. Where do I start? Where do I start? I think I'll just start here at the head and see if I can put things in. See, now my feet don't even want to fit there. This hand. I guess I could just try and, oh look, I'm just gonna do it. I can't, once it's down, I'm just gonna have to, like I said, I'm just gonna have to do it. And trim, oh look, I can trim that little bit there, I guess. It just doesn't want to fit in there totally. How am I going to do this now? I need smaller scissors. Maybe I can just sort of take a little bit off there. Take a little bit off as I go. Try and fit each one in. But yeah, I figured it's going to be a little bit tricky. It's going to fold that back. couldn't expect it to fit, could I? Not really, not first time. Anyway, we'll just do what I can to make it fit. Oops, don't have to get it on my fingers. That just, oh, it's a bit fiddly. It's a bit fiddly. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't really wear gloves with it, but I'm going to have to be careful I don't get the resin on me. All right, so that's 1 foot in. Push that in. So the resin's still quite soft. This is good here. I'll take a little bit from here. A little bit more. Oops. I don't know if I can still get that there. That's okay, I'll just fold it. Oh, yeah. Anyway, you get the general idea of what I'm doing here. Did that go underneath? Let's get that out. Okay. I didn't want to make it too small, but oh, look, I'm pretty good. I'm only little areas there that I've probably could have gone a little bit smaller. So anyway, I'm going to keep fiddling with this, get everything fitting in as best as I can. And then I'm going to give it probably another few hours just to cure up a little bit more. I need to trim that bit there. I need to turn it around. And then I'll come back to you and we'll do the next coat, okay? All right, that has set. It's the next day. I was thinking about peeling the paper off, but I think I might just leave it. It's not going to make any difference. And because I don't want to wait another 8 hours for resin to cure, I am going to do polyurethane resin. And this is Let's Resin's polyurethane resin. So if you haven't seen this before, it's ultra thin. It's like water. You mix them for like 30 seconds and you pour, and you've got to be pretty quick. And then it turns white, and because I want white resin, this is going to be perfect, and I don't have to wait. I can unmold it like in half an hour. I'll give it half an hour, but you don't have to wait that long. So yeah, I'm going to have to be pretty quick with it. So I'm going to measure it out in my cup. Because it cures so fast, I don't want to do too deep a cup. So I might just do like half a cup, and then I can always do another layer over the top because I'm not sure how much it's going to need. So I'm going to mix it up quickly, and then I'll stir it and pour it in front of you. All right, so I have got 75 grams of A, 75 grams of B, and I can start feeling it's warming up already. Hopefully I haven't done too much. I've never used so much before. I'm just watching my clock. I'm going to give it like 30 seconds or so until it, well, I'll probably look at it to see if it's no longer streaky. I can still see some streaks of different colors in there. Well, not different colors, but you can sort of see that the two different resins until it's no longer streaky. And that's 30 seconds. All right, let's do this. And hopefully I won't make a mess. Go in here. I mean, you've got time to pour. You know, we don't have to be silly about it. We have got time to pour. We just have to be quick. You certainly can't mix it for 4 minutes like you would a normal resin. You can't. You don't have that much work time. But you can see how thin it is. It just flows into all those little nooks and crannies. I don't have to worry about pushing resin in with a toothpick. It's just flowing in by itself. Look at that. Oops, I've gone over. I poured over the top. So this was 150 grams. And I say it would be a pretty good amount, really. If I wanted it a little bit thicker, deeper, I could add a little bit more, but it's pretty full just there. I think where I've pushed to get the paper in, I've kind of pushed the mold down, so it's pretty full just in that corner there. So yes, that's it. All right, I will put you on a quick little time lapse, just so that you can see what's going on with it, how it cures. There's just a few little bubbles. So yeah, I'll put you on a time lapse. More bubbles. Tiny little bubbles. All right, put you on a time lapse. See you in a few minutes. How amazing was that? And look, it's only been, oh, I did some cleaning up and a few little jobs and maybe 20 minutes, I guess. And it's good. So yeah, love it. Now, I think the best thing to do is to turn it over and unmold this way. I found last time that it was an easy way to do it. Now, I hope this is going to be pretty. I hope that river table, I hope that the deep pour resin is cured. It's been 2 days, so it should be. Tail always takes a little bit longer because it's the thinnest part. I'm just going to do it this way, and hopefully this comes off nice and easily. I don't want to peek though, like I don't want to see what's going on down there. Don't look. But I kind of feel as if I have to just sort of lift it a little bit like this, put my hands down. I'm a bit worried about, you know, if it's going to work or not. Like, you know, what I'm looking for color-wise. Let's push that little front foot down there like that. There we go. And this front foot, push the foot down while I'm lifting. It's got to release the suction, really. It's not difficult to unmold. All right. And I'm going to hold it and just wiggle that little head out. Hopefully I don't have any bubbles in the horn. These are great for holding on to, these pieces. They're good for holding on to. Okay. Oh my gosh. All right. Don't peek. You saw that, didn't you? Don't peek. All right. I'm standing on my box so I can look through my screen so we can both see at the same time. Otherwise I can't see what's going on. Okay. Are we ready? Let's do the countdown. Count with me. Okay. 1, 2, 3, go! Oh, wow. Wow, that is stunning. Gosh, it feels a little bit soft still. Look at that. She's beautiful. And of course it's a girl because it's got pink in it. If I'd chosen the other vinyl that I was going to do, it had like a bluey purple on it, then it could be a boy. Check my, oh look, yep, perfect. Perfect. Look. Got my little horns there, perfect. Everything is perfect. She's stunning. Oh, okay, so I can see a couple of little areas where I mustn't have good contact under that plastic, under the vinyl. Looks like a little bubble. But when you're looking at it down here, you don't notice it because of all the texture on the dragon. It's so nice to just run your hand down. It's smooth and shiny, yet it's got this texture to it. I know that doesn't make sense, but it does. Look at that. Right, we're going to have to go outside and look at it in the sunshine. Now, I wanted to show you something else as well. Hang on one sec. You know how normally I use glass eyes and I have to put them into the mold like with UV resin, and it's a bit fiddly, you got to find where they are, and there's it there, and do all that. So I wanted to show you something, and I haven't tried it yet, but look, eye stickers. So they go on afterwards. Yes. So these ones, I've got two different sorts. These ones are kind of shimmery, which I thought might look really pretty with the shimmer here. And these ones are sort of more of a matte. But let's have a look, shall we? Let's see if I can pick like a pinky toned one. And like I said, haven't tried them before, so this will be our first time together doing it. Don't know about that. That's got butterflies on it. That's not an eye. So there's these sort of pinky toned ones. They look nice. I think that's probably the one I'd want to use. And this one's got like a pinky purple to it. And of course there's the green, there's blue. These ones here, these ones have got circles on them. So I bought these ones so that I could do the turtles, because turtles don't have dragon eyes as far as I know. They got the round pupils. All right, let's see if I can stick this on. Yeah, let's try this little pinky colored one, shall we? See how that goes. Okay. Oops, grab him by the nose. And I guess if you don't put it right in the first time, you can move it. Look at that! See, the tail's a little bit wobbly still, but okay, I'll push that down. Look at that! We have an eye, and it wasn't difficult. So all you people that have been struggling with eyes, you put the eye in and it ends up at the top of the head or down on its chin or something, like this might be an option for you. The other thing, and I've done this before with a turtle, you can actually like get your Dremel and drill out the little hole or the little bump for the eye. This one's not quite so easy to get in there. And then, yeah, so you can Dremel it out and then you can add it afterwards, like your glass eye. But I think for, oops, just bring it a little bit lower. It's me just being a perfectionist now. That's not a very good set of tweezers. I need to get myself some decent tweezers. What about these ones? I just want to drop it down a little bit. So I guess put it in the tweezers and then add it where you want it to go. Oh gosh. Okay, so just put it in the bottom of the eye first. Okay, that's it. That's it. I'm happy with that. Happy with that. Little pink eyes. Look at that. So look, I don't think they're a lot different to the glass eyes. I mean, the dragon has got slightly smaller eyes. These, I'm not quite sure how big these are. The glass eyes are 8 mil. 5, 6, 7. They look as if they're about 7 millimeters. So a little bit smaller. So they fit the dragon really nicely. All right, let's take her outside. The other thing, if you wanted to, and I'm not going to do it because I just love the holographics of it, you could, go over with a silver marker and to do the horns or something like that. I think silver would look nice, but yeah, I'm just gonna leave it like this. Right, let's go outside. It's a bit of an overcast day today. There's the sun way up there, so I'm not getting bright sunshine, but I'll do my best to show you what she looks like in the different sort of angles. And this is what I wanted. I know I could have used like fantasy film or something like that, but I just wanted just a more subtle sort of a shimmer, you know. So that's what I've got here. I don't know that this light is doing it justice. Might have to go back inside. This is just in the shade a little bit next to my studio. See, it's going like a blue and a green there. Look at the tail, the tip of the tail. It's pink and yellow. And then this way we kind of get like a yellowy, pinky tone. Look, there's the eyes. There's the eye. The eyes have it. All right, let's go inside and see what it looks like in there. This is just on the floor in my studio. Oh, trying to pick up different lights for you. So look, yellow. Sort of a pinky colour. Getting blues that way. There's pink and yellow on the wings. You just get different colours depending on, and there's, of course, there's blues, or sort of a teal, aqua, and a purple there. So yeah, just getting different colours with different lights or different angles. So yeah, really pretty. What do you think? Oh, she's gorgeous. Oh gosh, look at that. Okay, she's very pink there. And then we're going to the aqua and the purple. Oh, straight overhead like that. Very green that way. Oh, it's just so fun. This is amazing. And of course, very pink that way. So cool. And how easy was that? White, just to do the top coat. Now, I'm guessing that you'd get a different color with a black background. But I just, like I said, I just wanted a subtle color for this girl. So yeah, really happy with it. And hope you like the little idea with the eyes. So try that. Maybe on Amazon or Temu or something like that. You can search dragon eye stickers or something like that. Just eye stickers. See what you come up with. Yeah, I'll see if I can add the link, if I can find it for you. So there we are. All right, thank you so much for watching. Now don't forget that the links for Let's Resin deep pour resin and the polyurethane resin are down in the description. There's the Let's Resin website, their US Amazon store and their UK Amazon store. And if you use those links to get into any of those stores and use my coupon code, you get the discount. So yay! All right. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I've enjoyed making this one. And I'll see you all again real soon for the next one. Take care. Bye for now.